Hey, it's still Sunday. I'm trying to bang out a couple more reactions before I have to call it a day or a night or whatever. I have the next thing on my list is Ben Howard live. Then I scribbled something right after it, which was probably the name of the song, and I can't read it. So I just pulled out a Ben Howard song here. This is called Spirit. This is kind of a live studio version, it looks like. This is 2023. So this, I guess, is relatively new. I don't know anything about Ben Howard. Let's give it a listen.
Purple flowers as origin, you and me walking out on the dunes, satellite sea, Terranean blue, satellite sea, Terranean blue. What's mine anyway? My feelings arise the same. What's mine anyway? Spirit. Is it spirit? Purple flowers out in May, you and me walking the Verde race, bric-a-brac faces get in the way, bric-a-brac faces dressed in grey. What's mine anyway? A love that cannot be derailed. What's mine anyway? Spirit. Easy. Spirit. Easy. Spirit, is it? Purple flowers as origin, you and me walking to Verlaine. And the atmosphere is just the same, and I want colors come out of the rain, and I want my feelings seem to be erased, and I want
Very cool. Very cool. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. That's really, to my ears, maybe I'm sure you'll agree with me. Very, very Radiohead sounding, very modern sounding. Really cool tune. I liked it a lot. The lyrics, purple flowers, azure June, June, me walking out on the dunes, satellite sea, Tyrrhenian blue, satellite sea, Tyrrhenian blue. What's mine, anyway? My feelings arrive the same, what's mine, anyway? Spirit, is it? Spirit, is it? Interesting. It's just a snapshot, right? It's just a snapshot of this little moment in time, or this little feeling. And I walk on my own. The violence arrives just the same. I walk on my own. Colors come out in the rain. I walk on my own. My feeling seems to be arranged. Interesting. Very, very cool song. I mean, for me, the lyrics are just having that little snippet, that little moment in time. A love that cannot be derailed. What's mine anyway? You know, just a sense of being present in the moment at this one time, and feeling like at one with everything, and maybe being aware of your spirit, you know, inside, or whatever it is, of an overwhelming feeling of just being kind of, I want to say like one with everything, or just being aware of everything. Kind of cool. At least that's what I get out of it. That's where I go. I love the let me go up here. I love how it starts with the cello playing that line, and you know, just like Radiohead, these bands are pedal crazy. Let me go forward a little bit. I'm seeing all their pedal boards, man. You have to use these pedals as part of your instrument. It becomes, you know, just as important as your guitar, as far as, you know, what notes you play, what pick you use, what strings you use. And these pedals are all very necessary in achieving this kind of sound and this kind of vibe. So I just get a kick out of that, because it's just, I've seen, you know, over the years, played a lot. I hosted a lot of open mic nights and stuff, and I've seen guys that had pedals that didn't really know how to use them. So I love seeing bands like this that have these really cool pedals, but not only know how to use them, but push them sometimes beyond what they were designed to do, to get really, really interesting textures in this sonic landscape. So very cool. I like this. I love this beginning, this the cello. So A and F.
Purple flowers, azure June, you and me walking out on the dunes,
Right?
satellite sea, Tyrrhenian blue, satellite sea, Tyrrhenian blue. What's mine anyway? My feelings are as the same. What's mine anyway? Spirit.
Oh, so it's not A minor. It's a B flat major 7. Yeah, because I was hearing that major 7. Right? With the echo, you know. Really cool lines.
Is it spirit?
G minor there.
Purple flowers out in May. You and me walking the Verde bric-a-brac faces get in the way. Bric-a-brac faces.
Bric-a-brac faces. That's such a cool line. It's like, so it's like, you hear those fists. Very, very cool. And then they go down to a G minor at one point, and then back to it. Very cool. Very, very powerful rhythmic engine for the song, for the lyrics to fit on top.
Dressed in gray, what's mine anyway? A love that cannot be derailed. What's mine anyway? Spirit
Changes that line a little bit here.
easy. Spirit.
And then it looks at some point, it looks like she loops the cello part. I think that's what was going on. This is cool. I like this.
Purple flowers as origin. You and me walking
Nice breakdown here.
to Verlaine. And
This is nice where the drums come in. Yeah, so I can hear the cellos loop now.
My feelings seem to be erased. And I walk on
Very cool.
these days.
Nice. And that sonic landscape from that nice gold top Les Paul. It's so cool to be able to know what to do with those pedals. Nice. Cool. Very cool. Yeah, I like it. And at the end there, when they're taking the song out and it's the texture starts to thicken, it's just such an interesting soundscape, such an interesting wash of sounds going over that whole thing, you know. And just building on top of that and everything, it's just really cool. It's so technically the other songs I may sit there and say, oh, it's interesting what they did with the chords here, and it's interesting what they did here, and then this voicing is unusual. But what I like here is the interesting use of the technology and of the tools. I love how the cello comes in doing that part in the beginning, and then she loops it so she can go on and she starts playing percussion and doing some background vocals. I love the way the guy that playing the Les Paul just had this, those big washes of that like shimmer verb on, and just putting these sounds in there, and they're just so perfect. They're just so cool. The lyrics, just a perfect picture of this perfect day. And I love how it was kind of a drum machine going on in the beginning, and then the live drums come in, and he's synced with the looper that the cello, the looper for the cello is going on, and everything. It's just perfect. And to be done live, I give these guys a lot of credit. That's hard. It takes a lot of work. Same thing like with Radiohead. Same thing with so many bands like that you hear them using all this stuff and they use it well. So I really like that. I think that's really cool. So the technology, you can make a case for, it's dehumanizing music and this and that. Not in this case. These guys are using technology as humans, as creative human beings, and I think it's just freaking awesome. It's really awesome. So Ben Howard, Spirit, another person I definitely want to hear some more of. So all the tunes that I've done today, I'm really, really super glad and surprised. Well, I'm super glad that I did them, but I'm surprised. I always love, the thing I really love the most is hearing a piece of music that inspires me to want to make music. And these songs do that. They're really good, and it renews my faith in that people are out there making real music. I'm not talking about the crapola that's on the radio. You listen to the regular top whatever, the dance music stations and this and that, the Miley Cyrus things and the Beyonce things, and I'm not putting it down, but there's no comparison in the artistry here. This is what we're listening to here is really artistic, really, really creative artistic music. The stuff you hear on the radio, on pop radio and stuff, it's a product. It's just a product, and it's catchy. It's designed to get your attention. It's designed to make you want to spend money to own it. That's its only purpose. And the artists, I don't know, how do you, back in the day, people would say, you'd have a band and why aren't you playing this kind of music? Why aren't you playing that? I don't want to sell out, man. I don't want to sell out. I don't want to be a sellout. I don't want to be a plastic phony, whatever that the terminology was back in the day. And it's the same thing. You really, if you want to do that, you kind of have to sell out your artistic vision of what you want to do and become a business person. Madonna is a business person. She's a little. But she should have kind of retired a while ago. But the Stones have become businessmen at this point. Because not because they're bad or anything. It's just because they've gone on so long, and as men. Elderly men at their age, can they really be relevant anymore as far as to a young generation? And probably not. So their business now is just kind of touring and keeping their legacy alive. And there's nothing wrong with it. I'm not putting them down. But this kind of music that I was listening to today, the Pixies, I thought that was so cool because of the simplicity. Wendell Walker just blew me away. This is a pure artistic vision. Ben Howard blew me away. Pure artistic vision, very cool, very relevant today, and I think that's neat. I saw a few years ago, 5 years ago maybe, I saw Todd Rundgren in New Jersey and in a small theater, and it was he was playing brand new music, brand new stuff, and it just blew me away because it was so modern sounding and so good. And I just thought, wow, how cool is that to be, a child of the 60s, a product of that era, and to still be making music that's relevant and interesting and a little bit challenging to the ear. So that's what I'm hearing here, and to hear younger musicians still carrying that torch is awesome. It's just awesome. So anyway, happy Sunday, everybody. I'm really glad. I love all your recommendations. I've been looking over here, and I see so many more comments are coming in with reactions of what to do. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to keep doing reactions all week. So I'll probably be posting 2 or 3 every day, and I'm going to start knocking out a lot of these requests that have just come in today. So I'm going to get to them, and we'll get them going this week. So anyway, guys, happy Sunday, and I will see you soon. Take care.